Welcome to Global HR Community. I am delighted to host a roundtable discussion with the Tridev Triad of Global HR Community. I am Ritika here, the host for today, and I am very happy to introduce Mr. Shri, Nathan, and Ranjan. So, the first question we would like to start with Shri. We would like our audience to know a little bit about our founders. So, kindly request the three of you to tell us about your background and your experience in the HR industry.
Maybe I'll request Nathan to start with, then I'll go.
Okay, here goes. My name is Nathan. I've been in the field of human resources for close to 40 years or so. I have worked with multinational organizations, I've worked with Indian organizations, and it's my privilege to have worked across various sectors as well. So I've worked in manufacturing, engineering, certainly software, IT, telecom, and more recently, for the last many years, professional services. It's a privilege to be in human resources. It's a field where you can not only learn, you can also grow and exert a kind of influence, both for people who are around you and also for the organization. Thank you.
Shri sir?
Yeah, thank you, Nathan. As Nathan mentioned, I'm very delighted to work with all of you to build a community for the community with the community members. I have around 32 years of experience in the industry, like Nathan mentioned, in various sectors. I started in the mining industry, automobile, FMCG. I worked in manufacturing of appliances and aircraft. Then I went into software. I also worked in US. Then software services, professional services. Now I'm working with each one of you to ensure that we build a community where we can collaborate to build the functionality, use the community to connect, learn, grow, and contribute. Thank you very much. Look forward to working with all of you.
Ramesh sir?
Yeah, hi. It's my pleasure to be on this roundtable. I'm Ramesh Ranjan. I'm an HR professional with about 40 years of experience, about 30 years in the corporate world, having worked both Indian and multinationals and been in leadership role for the last 20 years. I worked in organizations like the Natural Remedies, Co Systems, Chevron Texaco, American Power Conversion, and Schneider Electric. And in the last 10 years, I've been into coaching, teaching, consulting. And it's my pleasure to partner with Sri and Nathan to be part of this global HR community, which we envisage is going to help all of us to connect, to learn, and to grow.
Thank you so much, Sri sir, Nathan sir, and Ramesh sir.
The next question is for you, Nathan sir. What specific aims or targets do you hope to accomplish through GHRC?
The purpose of this building this community is, as Sri very rightly said, we need a place where people can connect. Ramesh also spoke about how people need to learn and people certainly want to grow. The opportunity that we have to create a platform where people can do all this in simultaneity is rare. Today, we have a lot of opportunities where people meet others. You would have, for that particular point in time, everything is dynamic, after which it is completely static. So you have a lot of organizations which believe in building communities, but that community, after let's say a particular event, it's over, and then they don't get back until the next. So we almost go from one particular program to another particular program. So can we form a community where we don't have to wait for another program to come by? Is there an opportunity for us to talk to each other, connect, share our ideas, be expressive, and in the process, we learn. All of us know this. We learn a lot on the job. We learn a lot in the course of our life. So learning in the flow of life is very central to what this community is about. So those are my aspirations. I don't have targets to say we should have so many thousand people on this community. But my wish and desire is when everybody who is a member of the community start to feel that this is indeed my community, I need to be part of this, I can express myself and be who I am, I think that will be the day when I feel that yes, the aims and objectives of this particular platform has been achieved. Back to you.
Next question for you, Ramesh sir. How do you see GHRC contributing to the progress and enhancement of the HR field for professionals?
As Nathan and Shiv were saying, that I strongly believe that as an individual we can move stones or a few rocks, but as a group we can move a mountain. So I foresee that this community comes together will help in terms of transforming not just individual lives but also the organizations and the society at large. Many times I feel that most of us spend a large part of our life at the workplace, and we look at the larger world through a narrow prism called the organization, and we tend to develop a narrow view of what's happening around us. I think through this community, we are able to help the larger fraternity, be it the HR managers, the people professionals, all the business leaders, to envision what's happening outside of the community, to learn what's happening outside, and then leverage that for the transformation of the individuals and the organization and the community as a whole.
Okay. So this question is for Sri sir. What benefits does GHRC provide to its members, and how does it set itself apart from other HR communities or organizations?
Yeah, that's a great question. I'll start with how we differentiate GHRC or Global HR Community with other platforms. When we started this journey, Ramesh Ranjan and the team has done a fabulous job of benchmarking the best community platform in the world. And we learned a lot how this platform or communities work. So one thing we are differentiating ourselves is in the platform, as I mentioned earlier, it's an AI-enabled platform. The second one, how we are differentiated, is through the content. And the content is today the king in any community or platform. The community generated content or curated content from the public domain. Both are going to be difference in this platform. And another big difference in this platform is, as I mentioned earlier, there's no dearth in content in the world. How do you curate the content based on our community members' user journey and persona? When I say persona, you may be an HR business partner, you may be a functional leader in finance, you may be a people manager, or you are running a startup ecosystem, or you may be a student, or you may be a professor in teaching certain management topics. Each one of your personal journey in this profession and the persona, what I mentioned, is recognized, and we are providing content relevant to your user journey. Then coming back into what are the benefits the members can get from this platform, it's a very elaborate benefit. We are putting this together. Again, when you get into this community platform today, you may find all the functionality what I'm telling may not be available. It's part of our multi-generation product or a platform plan. We built it, and we'll be releasing soon function by function, and we'll update you how this function is going to benefit each one of you. To narrate few examples, the first one is we are helping each member of the community to build a signature profile. So that itself is a module. Today you can enter your profile, and when you enter your profile, when I entered also my profile in GHRC, maybe to think, it asks a question, what is your purpose? What is your career ambition? What do you want to learn from the community? What do you want to give it back to the community? So these kind of things we are asking to make you to think. It's not simply typing your profile, cutting from LinkedIn or your Word document already you have. Then another one is we are going to help you to build a signature profile. Like signature, each profile need to be unique, because we believe all of us have very distinct natural ability. We call it as DNA. So we help you to understand your DNA. We help you to understand your career aspiration, life aspiration. Then this platform will help you to build a profile which is as unique as your aspiration, as unique as your journey. And this profile will help you to really market you in the community and in the job market, in the personal life. And lot to cover. I can talk about it between Nathan, Ramesh and myself a day on how do you build signature profile. Both Ramesh and myself, along with Nathan's help, we built 2 articles already published. I wrote an article called How Do You Build a Signature Profile. So that is one of the differences. I'll take 2 more functionality, which is we will not find in any other platforms. One is purpose. We are really helping our members to define their life purpose, career purpose, and we are helping them to really fuel the purpose with the passion. We are helping the members to identify partners to realize their purpose, and we are helping our members to build life and career portfolio using this purpose. And our platform will be an excellent opportunity to define partnership, leverage and implement your purposeful life. Maybe these are some of the functionality. As I mentioned, many more are there. We have a learning content, we have blogs, we have hackathon, we have project management, we have gamified this platform based on how well you use this platform. You get points, then you can monetize these points going through our marketplace. And we have job portal, Nathan's favorite. Always Nathan reminds us saying that, hey, how much we are moving on the job portal. We want to help our community to find jobs which they aspire to become. So many more. So it's an excellent opportunity. Remind that triangulation, what I mentioned. A platform content where we are looking at partnership. We cannot do it alone. We cannot build all this functionality, the content alone. We are looking for partners. And the next triangulation dimension is what you call it as the platform and the consumer, where we are looking at how can we make a better UI. And Nathan has been pushing us to have a mobile app. We'll be soon releasing it. Then the bottom is where the content and the members, how do you curate it based on the personal journey? That is the differentiation.
Okay. So the next question is for Nathan sir. Looking forward, what are your future visions and goals for GHRC? And how do you anticipate its expansion and influence in the years to come?
I think this platform is is just a fantastic platform because at the moment, all of us think that this is a platform which would provide for a few things. Very thoughtfully, Shri spoke about identity. The second thing what people want is a state of belonging. And the third one that any individual wants to do is be of value, to contribute. So this is a platform which allows for that. Hopefully one day we would like this platform to be just not a platform but really a marketplace. People would come in and say, well, this is my intent, this is what I wish for, and you need to have a marketplace which allows for that. My dream is that this would be one of the most active marketplace for human resources. If there is anything that you want, you just need to go to this platform, which in days to come will become a marketplace. And I say, okay, this will satisfy what I truly need. I need to connect. This is a place. I need to learn. Well, there's a lot of learning out here. I need to have some fun. I mean, I just need to express myself. Be my guest. I also think that at some point in time, as a professional, we have three roles. One is a professional unto myself. And how do I grow? Two, in my role in an organization, I need to grow. And the third one is how do I contribute to my organization? So as an individual in a team, and team, they're on to an organization, I need to find a place where I can get all these three things done and quite seamlessly. So those are the dreams that I have for GHRC. The accent is also on global, a point that I would like to make, because I think by itself, a marketplace or a platform would be inadequate if you didn't invite people in the community of the world. And that's our aspiration. So we have started small. We believe that we will first reach out to a lot of people who are here. And like-minded people are also being invited. For example, many of the members of the board are people who are members in the larger community of the world. So we have asked them to come on board, and they are helping us along the journey. So those are a few things that we ought to be doing along the way. Thank you.
Fantastic, Nathan. I think I can't wait that day to come.
Yes.
I think with all of us coming together as a community, we can definitely achieve your vision and purpose. Yeah.
And become
Thank
a
you.
one-stop shop for everything in HR.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well said. Well said. You see, if you're going to be looking at things pretty disparately, the community serves just not students, early career professionals, aspiring to be human resource professionals, seasoned professionals, people who think that they have now, in quotes, are done enough, I would like to contribute. So they are still people, you may call them gig workers, you may call them part-time workers. They would want to find expression and they don't have to go too far. Today, if I have to find a particular thing, I go to one particular shop and try to get that. Can I be a marketplace? So people know, okay, this is like a super bazaar. You come in here, you get everything, and you get it in a way that there is an experience around even the way that I engage with the platform. So, can it be so engaging?
Absolutely. Nathan, now, 2 points I want to add to reinforce Nathan's message. When we say there's an HR community, HR is used in a broader sense. It is not the HR professionals who are managing HR department. The people managers, the people who are managing the team. So an individual contributor aspiring to become a people manager, they can be a member of this platform. A people manager become a functional manager, become a business manager, become an enterprise manager. We want all these people coming together because HR's job is not HR department, it's everyone in the organization, the vendor, the employees, everybody need to own the human resource. Another, Nathan, it's a very interesting point you mentioned. As we move in the gig economy and freelancing economy, today freelancers lack identity.
Yes.
They don't belong to any community. They
Yes.
belong to maybe I'll be in top order, upward tomorrow. But they want a community which they can meet their needs on emotional needs, learning needs, and they want to be networked with others. They want to say that I belong to this community. So as freelancer grow, they will find it this place as an absolutely fantastic place to connect, learn, grow, and contribute, and get a feeling that I belong to this place and this place belongs to me. So that's what we are aspiring to.
If I can just add to what she said, there's also another set of people who have really helped us grow as individuals, who are our professors, members of faculties in large universities, big and small. And I think all those universities, faculty in those universities, also want to be members of a community. Because for them, all they see is their university and a set of friends in their own larger community. But can we bring all those people on board? And of course, the richness of what they have to offer is immense. Back to you.
So the next question is for Ramesh sir. Could you share the details about any events or webinar or projects that GHRC has in store for its members? Additionally, how can the HR experts take part in these activities?
Good question, Ritika. As we have said before, we want this to be a platform or a community of the members, by the members, and for the members. And we have a lot of engagement activities, as you rightly said, in the form of webinars, training programs, and workshops. As you can see, we have had certain webinars which have been conducted with the help of our members. We have programs lined up in the future where we're going to engage our members, some of HR service providers, to come and share some of their experiences and their knowledge to the wider fraternity, both within the HR community and outside. So we have a lot of events which we have planned up. We have got, as I said, tomorrow a monthly members meet. Going forward, we have the following week a workshop on HR analytics, which are being facilitated by Srikanth and myself. We've got a webinar coming on storytelling by Mr. Nathan. We have another workshop on career transitioning by Mr. Gopal Iyer. Like that, we have a series of events which we have planned. We are also planning to bring Peter Diamandis, one of the world's management thinker, who envisions what the future is all about, bringing him to India and then having a series of conferences in Hyderabad, Bangalore, Mumbai, and Delhi. So we have exciting. We have almost charted out the next 3 months plan. I encourage people to visit our events calendar on the portal and get updated with what's in store in the future.
And adding 1 or 2 points to Ranjan, we are also doing a seminar in person for women entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs, to be very frank. We have Joni, who's a business leader herself in US. She's coming to India in the first and second week of June. We are planning to invite 100 members who are aspiring to become an entrepreneurs and get people like Johnny to come and talk about the opportunity for women in entrepreneurship. And she also going to looking for franchises, looking to go to market in India for her products. So she want to select or inspire some of the women leaders who are attending this conference or webinar, whatever you call it. But we want to be in person to do it and encourage. So a lot of things. Then yesterday I was talking to one of my ex-colleagues. She called me and said, "Hey, I've taken the membership." I said, "The membership taking is only a beginning. And you cannot take membership, and I've seen in many forums, people take membership, then they forget. I think next one is you need to actively participate. Like Ranjan mentioned, we have this purpose, career portfolio, signature profile, hackathon. All this, we need to build it. We need to do research. We need to write white papers on this concept. We need to build AI functionality in the platform. So it's a community, by the community, for the community. So you need to be, my request is if you are not ready to do it, don't take membership and just vanish. We don't want such members. That's the reason we are carefully selecting and inviting members and approving the participation, those who can really contribute. Another one, you are a primary member of this platform, then we are creating sub-communities based on your interest. You may be a finance person interested in recruitment, or you may be a recruitment professional who want to learn more about recruitment. We are creating roundtable on recruitment. You may be an HRBP, you want to deep dive into it. We are creating roundtable on HRBP. Then HR technology, data science, ambidextrous leadership, then people supply chain management. So we are building this HR tech is very important. We are building this roundtable with the who's who are thought leaders in this marketplace, and you need to be part of this. So this is the opportunity: events, contribution platforms, then roundtables, research, white papers, blogs. Phenomenal opportunity to learn, contribute, and make a difference.
Okay. So the next question is again to you, sir. How does Connect, Learn, Grow utilize technology and digital resources to improve teamwork and exchange of knowledge among its members?
Yeah, that's a great question. Between three of us, we can talk 2 hours on this topic. Maybe I'll try to keep it a little focused. As I mentioned, in the world of AI, the technology is going to be the key differentiator. So we are going to really drive lot of networking, then learning, grow, and contribution through technology platform. I already mentioned how AI is going to help you to define your profile. How AI is going to, our platform is going to define your purpose, a career aspiration, career portfolio. Then once you write the profile, it will connect people with a similar interest. And to sum up, this platform is going to be interactive and intuitive. Then we are also going to really create a lot of data as we interact, and we are going to use the data to really for betterment of each member of the community. And the last one, all of us are very passionate about technology and data, but very important is we need to understand behind every data and technology is a human being, and how we personalize the interaction for every individual needs. How do you ensure that we keep your identity and data private, not to disclose certain areas? Because this platform is going to be global, we need to be careful. Then, how do you really use this technology to bring our global diverse team together and collaborate by breaking silos, which we already have in organization, and some of the silos are in your mind. So how do you break that mind silos and liberate each member to be more effective and impactful to their self as well as to the community? As I mentioned, I'll stop it here. I don't know, Nathan and Ramesh, did I miss anything? I know this we can talk 2 hours.
I'm good.
Thank you.
Okay. So
I think our whole objective is how do we leverage technology to help us in terms of guiding principles of connecting people? How do we leverage technology for enabling people to grow and then, of course, to learn? So it is going to be an AI-enabled platform. The more and more people join the platform, the more and more participation, more and more engagement, we can personalize the entire user journey and the content delivered to our members.
Yeah.
So those were the questions that I wanted to ask. So, and on the parting note, I would like to ask all three of you to give your final thoughts so we could end this interview.
The way I'd like to summarize is we start with an identity. Then there is a sense of belonging. Then there is a measure of contribution. The final point is the point of exhilaration, that I'm able to seamlessly move from my personal identity to a point where I feel very belonged, that I've contributed and I'm part of something meaningful. If I have managed to find the purpose in my life, which is what the platform can help you do, if I can connect, if I can grow as a professional, and in the process affect people's life positively, I think that would have served the purpose of this platform, one day a marketplace.
Absolutely. So one thing, I was just jotting down the human at center concept, which I learned in 30 years in various industries, but I never seen a very concrete white paper talking about what do you mean by human at center? What do you mean by humanistic engineering? I know, Ranjan, you run an organization called Humanistic Engineering,
Engineer.
Human Engineer. So I was deeply debating what is this concept of human engineer. So we have gone through a live performance appraisal from the students that your score is A plus plus. In a CGP, you got 8, 7. Then we got in corporate, you are a top performer, you are a mediocre, you are a bottom performer. Then we go through psychometric assessment, you are in MBTA, this is your profile. I think through all this process, we are limiting people, we are gauging people. But you'll agree with me, all of us has innate, inherent, infinity potential and capabilities. No psychometric assessment, no performance appraisal, no education system scoring can gauge us. Don't limit ourselves. And this community platform is going to unlimit yourself. We are going to open doors for defining your purpose, your career portfolios beyond corporate. It is going to untap your hidden talent through coming together using AI platform. That is one thing we are very passionate about it. My personal purpose, when I explained to Nathan almost 6-7 months back, and Ranjan, I said, my personal purpose is leaving a legacy in family, organization, and community which I belong to, and help others to do it. And we are not claiming we left a huge legacy in family and organization, but reasonable legacy we left it. Now it's a chance for us to give it back to the community which we belong to, whether it's human resources or people management, and give it back to the community. Whatever you could do it. So don't wait for a second. Come and join us. And let us build a best in class community for the community, by the community. I'm so excited. After I left my job in January 31st, till date, my family and friends say that you started working 3 times. I thought you were going to relax after corporate job. I said, I did not resign for relaxing. Now the game begins. There is the next bigger career transition. And I'm very lucky when Nathan, Ramesh, and myself spoke and we said, yes, let's come and do it. And Nathan asked me, hey, why you want to do it with me? I said, Nathan, in this earth, I don't find better person than you. Your passion, your commitment, your network, and your respect in the community is very high. Similarly, Ranjan, if you look at last one decade, he has tried to build up, and he was very successful in building community, writing books, writing articles, teaching students, and NHRD was very active member. Nathan was national president for NHRD. He took NHRD into different level. So all of us have innate passion to build a community, and we find there is a deficiency in existing community systems and practices. And we thought, why can't we come together? And luckily, we got best-in-class advisors. If you look at in our portal, we have advisors like Andy Goodman, advisors like Richard Steen, advisors like Andy Grant, Ravi Machani, Somnath Chatterjee, Kali Prasad. I know we need to add some more diversity into our advisory committee, and definitely we look forward adding that. I think I'm very delighted in the company of my 2 esteemed co-founders, delighted with many of you who are in this community already, and I know many of you are waiting to join. I can't wait to onboard you, and looking forward to working with all of you.
Very good.
And from my perspective, I truly want this to become a global community, not just restricted to the HR professional, but as we all said, to the people managers. And maybe at a later stage, why not make it like a community as a service and extend it to other domains also. That's my dream and the vision. Of course, leveraging technology and transforming the workplace, the individual, the organization, and the society.
And now I have a question for you. You have been asking questions to us. Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay, I know you completed your graduation, undergraduation in the global sense we talked about. And you have been with us last several weeks.
3 months.
3 months. 3 months. Tell me your experience. How excited you being part of the GHRC and global community?
So honestly, when I came here for the interview with all of you guys, I didn't have a clear picture of what it's going to be. So there was a meeting happening about the Visara, then the interview was going on for the global HR community. I was very much confused when I came here. But the overall thought what I had is, I know there's going to be something very special or something very different that I'll get to learn here. And yesterday, when I was talking to Ramesh sir, I told networking has always been a very basic part for me in work life and otherwise also. I really like talking to people, building networks and all. When I got into global HR communities, when I got to know, okay, this is how HR is going to be, this is what it can be. Because when in my previous company and all, the HR, it was very different from what I'm doing here. And again, I'm getting to coordinate the events, meeting a lot of people, getting to learn under all three of you. It has been a very great journey for me. I am tripping here and there, but I'm making sure I'm learning everywhere. So I'm looking forward to be in this company and learn a lot.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Beautiful. Beautiful. Very well said. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.